What's up, boys? Yeah, I know I've said that I'm gonna keep up the consistent upload, but I think the reason for my inconsistency is justified, and that is that my client went viral on TikTok and we've been stacked with the amount of interested leads in our DMs. I'm gonna show it to you later on, but let's just take a look at this. These are all the leads that I've only managed to just enter into this CRM pretty much. So there are 266 of them here, then 8 of them here, then on the VSL part 90, Calendly sent 19, booked calls 43, closed 24, long-term follow-ups 55, unqualified it's 150. So yeah, you can pretty much see the amount of leads I've handled so far. It's literally around 1K, I would say. And when I show you later on, when I share my screen on my mobile phone, you will see the amount of leads that I still haven't managed to get to. So yeah, the idea for this video is actually live inbound appointment setting. Live inbound appointment setting. So obviously it's humanly impossible to manage every single lead that we have in our DMs, and it's close to 2000 leads, I would say, that we have in our DMs as of now. So yeah, like I said, it's humanly impossible to handle every single one of them without actually entering and keeping the track of them somewhere. So me and Temi, my mentor, a guy that I'm working for, let's say my client, we come up with the idea of Outbound Pro CRM. So this is literally a Pro CRM. Yeah, in this case it's titled Outbound, but yeah, you see, it doesn't matter at all. So I want to show you, before I get into this video with live inbound appointment setting, I want to show you how this CRM actually works. So yeah, like you can see from some of my previous videos, for example, this is a CRM. You can enter someone's name or IG username, then their Instagram link, so you can click on it and so it can directly lead you to their IG page, date added, follow-up date, their status, are they a lead, VSL, Calendly sent, booked, closed, no sale, you see, then maybe a source, is it inbound or outbound, joining date, payment, notes, etc, etc. So the difference between that CRM and this one is actually crazy. So let's put it just like a test. We're gonna call it literally a test. So we have a lead called test, then in this column right here is their IG, so hypothetically it's gonna look something like this, of course. Then there's a date when I added him, it's 26th of April 2024, and let's say he's a lead. Alright, he's a lead. If you put him as a lead, he's gonna stay here, obviously, because this is the first page, this is the first sheet of this entire CRM document. Like you can see at the bottom screen, there's a lead, positive response, qualified, VSL or free value, Calendly sent, booked, closed, long-term follow-up, unqualified, split test, calls, etc, etc. So like you can notice here, it's sorted in a chronological order. Literally from the very beginning, when the lead is not warm at all, when he just reached out to us, to the very end where he is potentially getting closed. So like you can see here, when you enter someone in this Outbound Pro or Inbound Pro CRM sheet, he is gonna be a lead. Then when you put him as qualified, obviously you're gonna ask him a few questions here and there that I'm gonna show you. Let's say he is from UK, he works in, I don't know, at McDonald's, all right, some notes, and then you ask him a question about his budget potentially, like you are gonna see later on in this video. It means he is qualified. So this is the difference. I put him as qualified and he literally disappeared. Where did he disappear? He disappeared in this qualified sheet. Now, when I send him a VSL, video sales letter, to warm him up, I put his status here, and obviously he disappears in this other sheet, in this third sheet called VSL/free value. Then when I send him a Calendly, guess what? He's gonna disappear, or he's gonna move in this other section. And then obviously booked, he's gonna be in this booked section, test, like you can see here, and obviously closed, long-term follow-up, or unqualified. So this is the main point that I'm gonna be making here in this video. This CRM is literally a gold. I don't know what I would do without actually keeping the track of these leads. So yeah, now when you understand how this CRM actually works, I'm gonna connect my phone and I'm gonna share my screen here on my Mac so you can see the live inbound appointment setting. Stay tuned, see you in literally a second. Yes boys, I've managed to successfully share my screen here on my Mac, and as you can see, I'm just gonna scroll for a little bit. You can see the amount of leads here. It's literally an endless amount of leads. I can scroll endlessly and we're never gonna get to the point where I run out of leads. And yeah, on this right side in the requests, you can see all the other leads that I haven't managed to get to yet, but obviously I'm putting, I think, 10-12 hour shifts every day. So yeah, potentially all of these are gonna get through that CRM and hopefully get closed. So yeah, now when I'm in the DMs, pretty much this is a standard process, a standard procedure of how I, let me just delete this bot group spam thing. So yeah, this is gonna be pretty much how I do my inbound appointment setting. I mean, obviously I'm an inbound appointment setter and that's my role. So in this video, finally, I'm gonna show you exactly how to do this. So let's say this Alex guy. He obviously sent the keyword setter. In Temi's bio, it says DM setter to get involved or to get started, something along those lines. And in that video where he went viral with 1.5 million views, he obviously said to all the guys that watched the video to go and check his IG, where obviously they can see that call to action with DM setter if you're next. So pretty much the procedure I like to do this is like this. Now you can see this Alex guy. I'm gonna actually do it something like this. All right, not important. I'm gonna do it something like this so you can see both of my screens. So yeah, before I even reply to this CTA or call to action, what I do is I just put them into this CRM. So this is a procedure. His IG username is Alex. Then I just simply go into this IG search bar. I type in this ALLEXFIISHH, his username pretty much, into the search bar. I go here, I copy paste this, copy and paste. I add the date, 26th of April 2024, and for some reason it's different than this. And obviously he's a lead. He's a lead. So now when I manage to put him in the CRM, I reply with, yo, bro, thanks for reaching out. Yeah, you can obviously see that I've managed to create multiple shortcuts on my iPhone keyboard, because where would I be if I literally typed every single message, obviously the same message, all over again with all these 1,000 leads probably that I have successfully handled so far. Yo bro, thanks for reaching out. From where are you from and what do you do for work? Now I'm gonna leave just in case, so obviously I don't see the message immediately after he sends it, if he sends it. Now the main reason I sent this message, yo bro, thanks for reaching out, obviously you just want to be casual, you don't want to appear pushy or salesy in any way, you just want to stay lighthearted, basically stay cool, you know. And with this question, where are you from and what do you do for work, you immediately qualify two things. First one is obviously if he's from first world country or third world country, meaning that if he's from UK, US, I don't know, EU, anywhere from Europe or any countries like that, he is more likely to be able to afford a program that I'm setting for. Obviously, if he said he's from India, Pakistan, no offense by the way, but that's just the reality, it's not that likely that he's gonna be able to afford a program that I'm setting for once again. And the other question, what do you do for work? I just noticed that you can't see it because of my face, so let's just do this. So yeah, where are you from and what do you do for work? Obviously, like let's say this guy, he's from New Zealand, part-time job at the bar. That means that he's instantly qualified for the potential payment plan if he's a good fit to join Alpha Setters program, which once again I'm setting for. So yeah, once he replies with, let's say, I'm from England and I work at McDonald's. So obviously I'm just gonna put this here, England, McDonald's, and the next part I'm gonna do, let me just use this guy as an example. The next step, the next message I'm gonna send is, gotcha bro, I understand, obviously acknowledging the answer. You never wanna repeat question after question after question, because a guy will just feel uncomfortable answering all of these and he'll feel interrogated because you're just basically interviewing him, which is never a good thing. You just wanna keep a friendly and casual talk, literally like you would talk with one of your boys. And the next question right here is this one, to generate his interest. I'm curious, what makes you want to hop into appointment setting over all the other side hustles floating around? Casual, I'm using some slangs, you know, over all the other side hustles floating around, blah, blah, blah. And obviously, the guy is gonna reply with something like, I've always wanted to do something online, tired of grafting 8 hours a day for pittance, just want some freedom to actually live. I'm 19 years old, okay, living at home with a single mom and never left the country, just want to live a little, you get me, blah, 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 you know. Then obviously, once again, I acknowledge his answer and let him know that I can completely understand him. I can imagine the hassle, bro. Let that be your motivation to escape it, make your mom proud. And then, very important thing here is to ask him for a micro commitment. Is it cool if I ask you a few questions just to see would something like this be suitable for you? Obviously, he's gonna agree, and then I'm just gonna ask him these 3 questions, which will, of course, tell me more about him. Is he a hardworking person? More about his goals, so we can basically tailor his progression in appointment setting program, literally personally tailor it. And then third, how much do you have saved that you would be willing and capable of investing into yourself? This is a question to determine would he be in a position to afford the program, or maybe his best bet would be to just get his hands on our free training, and I simply add him to this section right here, which is long-term follow-up. Like you can see here, follow-up 20th of May, 25th of May, and actually, yeah, today is a follow-up date of this guy. So for example, let me just see, 26th, yeah, UK food franchise getting paid soon. Yes, so I sent him a free training just until he gets paid, so I can follow up with him once the date arrives, like it is, you see it went green. And obviously he probably already got paid, I don't honestly remember. I'm just gonna follow up and ask him how you're getting on with your free training, and yeah, basically I'm gonna try to book him onto a call where he is gonna be nurtured and literally ready to buy and ready to invest into our program, because he's gonna think in his mind that if the free training is that good, how good is a paid thing? So yeah, that was just one little thing, but let me get back to this. So for example, you can see here with these qualified guys that I asked, Netherlands, restaurant, few grand to invest without any problems, you know, I marked him as qualified. Then after I mark him as a qualified lead, you see, I ask him how much time per day would you be able to put into appointment setting. The reason for that is obviously if he is not ready to put at least 2 hours per day, like this guy can, minimum 4 hours, which is amazing. Some minimum would be 2 hours per day, because that's what's required to watch the content videos, complete daily objectives, implement all the things that you see, do the outreach, whatever, you know, some minimum in order to get the maximum progress at the very beginning of those people's appointment setting careers would be 2 hours per day. Obviously, I'm literally putting 10 plus hours at this point, but yeah, when I was starting out over a year ago, I was also putting 2, 3, even 4 hours a day, so nothing too crazy. And then, obviously, I have a video for him to watch. So yeah, I have a video for you to watch explaining more about how to get started and everything in general. This is a VSL that my guy shared with me, that Temi shared with me. So obviously this video is meant to warm them up. He said he's gonna give it a watch tomorrow, so I can take it in properly. Okay. Just in case, I added next to his name, I added a follow-up date, just in case I forget maybe or something like that. And yeah, obviously he got back to me. Just watched the video on my lunch break, bro. Got me looking forward to the next few weeks. Book. So this is a call to action in that VSL. Temi says something along the lines, if you're interested in getting started with this, send me a word, book, and we can hop on a call. We can book a quick call so I can walk you through the details. And this is exactly what this VSL is meant to do, to convert him. And I just asked him, is it cool if I send you my calendar so you can find the best time for yourself? Yeah, bro. I sent him the Calendly link. He's done it. And one very good thing is this. This is a Telegram automation that we have in our group. Me, Temi, his bro, and pretty much Alpha Setters A team that I am proud that I'm a part of. And once the guy books the call, this automation is gonna go through, for example, this guy named Chris, and like you can see, question answers. He's 20 years old, making 1.2k a month. He wants to be earning at least 5k a month through appointment setting. He's able to put 3 to 4 hours per day into it, and he's ready to invest about £500 in order for him to reach that goal. And this is a proof. This is literally how I can be sure that they actually booked the call. And obviously, once they booked the call, let's say this guy called Chris, or no, actually let's use the same guy as an example. His name is Mala something. I can't quite remember, but yeah, we're not gonna use him actually. So yeah, this guy named Chris, I go into Calendly send because obviously he's been there. I mark him as booked. He appears in this section right here, bunch of notes, bunch of follow-up dates. He's booked, and then what I do is pretty much go into this calls section, and like you can see here, Chris, he's booked for 29th of April, so literally in few days. Booked call. I managed to book him, not David, not Temi, not third setter, I don't know who is that supposed to be. He's been booked through IG, not through TikTok, not through Facebook, but through IG, and obviously some notes about him. And one very, very important thing here that I like to practice is this. Obviously, since we have about 4, 5, 6 calls a day, what I like to do is this. For example, this Chris guy is booked for 28th of April 2024 at 6 p.m. like you can see here. And what I do is I just set up my alarm 20 minutes before. I name it Chris literally, and if I'm not sure about his username, I put it here. So for example, at username, and I know that obviously I won't be able to remember every single one of those calls. This alarm just goes off, and pretty much this is my reminder to go into this chat with him. So Chris is, I believe, yeah, this Chris Bill. I just say something like, hey bro, all set for the call in 20 minutes, question mark. I send it, and this is just a reminder because it's completely normal that people forget sometimes, and I believe 20 minutes is more than enough for him to get set, to be all ready for the call, find the joining link in his email that he received once he booked that call, and yeah, to ultimately hop on that call. And either Temi or his brother Yomi are gonna take that call and potentially close it. Like you can see here, we have a bunch of closed leads, but in all honesty, we have some good number of no sales simply because they weren't a good fit to join the program. They maybe had enough money to invest, maybe they haven't, but you know, it's just part of the game. Alpha Setters wouldn't be such a good program if we could just accept anyone inside, and if I could just book anyone onto a call. We care about the quality, and that's the only way we can be sure that quality stays on top, and the only way that Temi and Yomi can guarantee all those people inside the program desired results, which is obviously to make more money. And pretty much, yeah, this is an exact step-by-step video on how to handle inbound leads, and I don't think I have so much time to waste on this video. I think I've covered everything, and what I'm gonna do after I finish recording this video is gonna handle all these guys. And yeah, one tip is that you can just filter out all the leads, unread maybe, booked, order, paid, dispatched lead, whatever you wanna label them as. Place unread, and you can see bunch of these guys that I still haven't responded to in the previous maybe 20 hours, 7 hours, because yeah, like I said, it's too many of them. So pretty much that's the video. Thank you for watching, boys. I'm sorry for not being so consistent these last 2 weeks, I would say, but yes, pretty much I believe it's justified, and thank you for watching. I would greatly appreciate if you just subscribed, and yeah, see you in the next video, boys. Keep grinding.